Have you ever seen a see-through soda can? Well, if your answer is yes, I bet you've never seen one turned into a terrarium. In fact, I couldn't even find one online, so this might be the first of its kind on YouTube. First, I need to cut off the aluminium top. I did buy 2 cans, just to have one to practice on. The difference is that the real attempt has to be sealed to keep humidity in. It will also look a lot better if there isn't a big hole in the top. Plus, an open top means constant spraying, and who wants to do that really? To cut the top off, I will use a knife and a lighter. I heat the blade before cutting. This took a long time, so let's speed things up a bit. It was a very tedious process, but I think the end result will be worth it. Next up, I remove the ads. I'm not sponsored by the manufacturer of this beverage, by the way. And if you stick around to the very end, I think you'll see why I won't be in the future either. There we go, and this is where the fun begins. Pew pew! For drainage, I chose to use a clay-based aquarium soil that works exactly like leca. This porous substrate will hold humidity well and has a lot of surface area for bacteria to thrive on. To cap the drainage layer off, I use fine sand. Some end up inside the drainage, but that won't be a problem in the end. Time for the substrates. If you want to know more about the mixes I use, I talk about them in many of my other videos, but I won't do that here. I dump in a decent, but not too deep substrate layer. I then use a spoon to create a slope towards the back. I experimented with different hardscapes, like rocks and sticks. For plants, I'm going very simple today, starting off with this white Fittonia. I took some cuttings to stick directly into the soil. I realized I didn't like the sticks for hardscape and decided to remove them before continuing. This also made it so much easier to add the plants. Fittonia does a great job of filling in a scape over time, which is why I love using it. After adding the Fittonia to the back of the scape, I went on to the next plant species. This is a Selaginella, but I'm not sure of the exact species. Let me know in the comments if you know what it is. These go on the sides to frame in the scape a bit better. I'm not adding a lot of this one, as it grows really quickly. To finish off the planting, I add some tiny Pilea cuttings as well. As a finishing touch, I add a bit of sand to the front of the scape. And as you know, it's time for the halftime spray down. The cleanup crew will consist of springtails this time. These super tiny insects feed on mold and detritus and will in turn fertilize the terrarium. I mean, you can't say they aren't cute, right? After adding the springtails, I took some more close-up shots of them in their new home. Pretty neat, huh? Time to reveal the finished project. Thank you for watching, and please consider subscribing if you enjoyed the video. That way you won't miss my next one. Thank you very much. Ew. That's disgusting. Ew. Subscribe.